Beautiful day. Let's see if we can't unite some patriots. So this was written on December 2nd, 2018. We're at lesson number 8. We don't want no gaps. There's no gaps between us. So to show how our thoughts are being guided by others, okay? This is going to be lesson 8. Do we think by ourselves or do we let others think for us? So if we don't use our minds, we follow others, right? We learn from others, but don't retweet their thoughts to your brain. You know what I mean? We have to learn from people. We do that, but we don't necessarily want to just retweet them. So what? So what? You say, I don't do that. You know what? I don't do that. Well, I do it. I imagine you do it. We're all learning, right? It's just natural nature to sit there and say, oh, I agree with that person's thought, so it's now my thought. It's my original thought. We all do that. Where we go one, we go all. So you never get to stop learning in life. There's just no way around it. You become a zombie or you just take responsibility for your thoughts and your actions and your emotions, okay? This is all stuff that life teaches. You're not born with this stuff. I couldn't have taught and talked like this 20 years ago. Where we go one, we go all. All right, all right, all right. So here is the example. If you are here, then you are totally a conspiracy nut. There's just no way around it. If you're following me, these lessons, and you understand what is happening, you're a conspiracy nut from day one, right? Am I wrong? Okay, moving on. Now 2020 is proving what a few of us knew, very few of us knew 10 years ago, right? We knew these things. There's some of us, but we've learned more, obviously. And, we chased everything, and we were right about it all, man. Now with Q, we've learned just awful things, man, just terrible things we have learned. And we've learned a lot. It's crazy how much we've learned. And the awful part sucked. Decoding is not new. Back in 2012, July 3rd, a video came out and everybody decoded it. Everybody. I watched it. I watched all the decodes of it and they scared me. Yet, no one really nailed the decode on that video. There's so many and everybody had a version and it seemed right or not right. But there's so many, more questions than answers. Now, with all that we now know, use your mind and go back and look at it again. This video I'm talking about is the iPet Goat 2. Okay? So it is different than when you saw it 5 years ago. Is it different than when you saw it 5 years ago? You know which video I'm talking about. Remember how scary that was? So now, if you were looking at this, just stop and go watch it, okay? I call everybody a follower if you didn't. But you know what video I'm talking about? Do it how you want, okay? So what did you think about it this time? When you or me, when we saw it the first time back then, man, 5 years ago, I was so very confused. We all knew something was up, right? There was something up, or there was something up, but we didn't know what it really meant, right? We followed everyone. What do you think it means, okay, now, How about you? And you? I watched them all, remember? There was nothing, I'm kind of repeating stuff now, nothing but fear. I knew what the pet goat means, right? With the two towers, the twin towers, and, building number 7, right? You're a conspiracy nut, you understand. But what does it mean, iPet Goat 2 mean, right? Did I trust myself? No. Did I wait? No. Did I know what iPet Goat 2 is all about? No. I just listened to everybody else's decodes. I didn't even, and just trusted, went with fear, bought guns, food, but you know the deal. But now we all know more and we can see the symbols and clues much easier. I now see the video much, much different than I did 5 years ago. Okay, it's almost the opposite. I see it almost as the opposite. And we're all the same, We all bleed red, white, and blue, right? We all go one. So I imagine that you guys might have had some of these kind of feelings of how the video has changed so drastically, right? Wow. It almost gives hope in a sense. And then if you think about it, there was just so recently, we just had Bush Sr.'s funeral, which then had a really weird showing of Bush Jr. kind of getting caught. Remember that? He was caught. Maybe his mother and his brother looked at him like, what? What did you just do? Well, fool me once. Can't fool again. So, lesson 8 continue. Who knows what's best for you? You know, is it the same as, fill in the blank? Who knows what's best for you? Fill in the blank, right? We want people to tell us the answers, right? I mean, shoot, wouldn't that be easy? Are you really telling me you don't know the answers to your own questions? I mean, I get it. I'm afraid of life. It's hard. I mean, are you afraid to trust in yourself? Aren't we all at some point in time? You know, that's what we're fighting. That's what we're learning. That's what we're conquering. That's where we go one, we go all. We're supporting each other. We can trust ourselves. I trust you that you know what's best for you. Yeah? We learn from others, but trust your answers, okay? Have you ever been wrong? Did you learn from it, or did you blame others for being wrong? Well, they told you what to think, so, you know, it was true. It was their fault, right? I mean, is it their fault? Did you believe them? Well, no. Okay? So just do this every morning after your prayers in the morning. Ask yourself, what do I want to do today? All right? Just ask yourself that. Don't worry about the answer. You will hear your answer. Maybe even the first day, okay? You will, but you will not believe yourself, right? You won't trust yourself quite yet. That's what we're doing. We're running a marathon here, right? Okay? Remember, you're now getting ready to run for a marathon. You never get to stop learning, okay? You never stop learning. But what will happen when you ask yourself, what do I want to do today? You will hear the answer so many times. You'll get so sick and tired of hearing the answer. You're going to say, that is the answer, and I'm going to just go do it. Hey, I got to surf the world because I asked that at the right age. Still surf today, 35 years later. What do I want to do today? I want to go surfing. I'm not going to, but that's what I want to do. So at least I know what I want to do. Right now, I want to save America. I want to save the world. Who's with me? You will find the answers in your head. Nowhere else. You're not going to find it anywhere else. You read the Bible, and you will see the answers is in your heart. It's in there. It's right there in your brain. It's right there in your heart. It's right there. There's nowhere else to find it. You have to know and trust yourself. Patriots, I believe in you. I think you're awesome. This is a great world. God made us great. You're great. God bless America. God bless Patriots.